but it was successful, right? Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, Amazon head of series development, Mark Restaghini, to step down in restructuring. It's a quiet way of saying you're fired, folks. But, yeah, let's get into it. We got a couple articles to get into because it seems that this is connected to Rings of Power, that god-awful abomination and aberration, mutation, perversion, molestation of Tolkien's work. So yes, Mark Restaghini, the head of series development at Amazon Studios, is exiting the company amid management restructuring, Variety has confirmed with sources. Restaghini is said to be currently negotiating a producing deal with Amazon that will keep him in the company fold and allow him to develop new projects there in the future. Sources say that the duties of Restaghini's job will be split up between Nick Pepper, Amazon's head of creative content, and Laura Lancaster, its head of series. They will both report to Vernon Sanders, Amazon's head of US/global television. Amazon declined to comment. So yeah, this seems to add weight to another story that is not really a rumor, but something that I don't really cover much on my channel. I don't cover rumors very much, but it does add weight to this rumor of Amazon to retool Lord of the Rings of Power. I hate that they called it that, or you guys should know better. Anyway, sideline current showrunners after first season was more of a failure than they could have anticipated. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? With Amazon's live-action bastardization of J.R.R. Tolkien's seminal fantasy works having underperformed by practically every metric, a new rumor suggests that the company will be retooling Rings of Power for its second season, starting with sidelining of its current showrunners J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay. And it would actually be better if they got rid of those two completely, because Amazon made the mistake of hiring, thanks to J.J. Abrams' recommendation, two people who were his apparent acolytes or something like that. And these two have very, very little experience, and they were given a series that is cherished by almost, or over rather, 1 billion people on this planet. So yeah. Word of this apparent shakeup was first suggested by noted film critic, industry insider, and Film Threat founder Chris Gore during an appearance on the 314th episode of the YouTube live stream show Midnight's Edge in the morning. So yeah, mem. Discussing the series' first season finale with that day's panel, Gore was eventually asked by the host, Andre Ihornyar, "What have you heard from your peers in the industry? Is everyone so impressed with Rings of Power like the showrunners suggest we should be?" To which the critic admitted back, no. In fact, said Gore, not only were his industry contacts unimpressed with the season 1, but the reception of it was so generally abysmal that Amazon has set out to course correct for season 2. I heard from someone who has a connect at Amazon, if you want to know, that effectively they're going to be retooling, he explained, and Payne and McKay are more than likely, they're not going to be publicly fired, but their role will be reduced. Potentially just remaining in the writer's room, he added. But my understanding is they're looking for more experienced showrunners. You should have looked for more experienced showrunners way before J.J. Abrams knocked on your door and said, yeah, hire these two. They had absolutely no experience, as far as I am concerned, when it comes to big productions, which I believe is actually true. I believe they only worked on small little shows here and there. I believe commercials, if I'm remembering correctly. Feel free to correct me in the comment section, folks. But anyway, to this end, Gore detailed that Amazon is well aware of the problems, before noting that while there's what they publicly say there's also what they're actually going to do behind the scenes. And what they're doing behind the scenes, he then asserted, is they're freaking out that this was more of a failure than they could have anticipated. As to what has caused the company higher-ups to ostensibly sit up and get their act together, Gore speculated that there were 3 key reasons for this change. I think the quality of this show, or of the show, is the number one thing. He first opined, audiences are like, why am I still watching this? This is sleep-inducing. The second thing is the total rejection from fans. He next suggested, I can't believe there has to be very few people who remain who still like it. Now, I have talked with friends and stuff who aren't really into going behind the scenes, who have tried telling me that fans of Tolkien, or his friends who are fans of Tolkien, said that this show kept to the lore. My response to my friend is like, here's a list of the things that were wrong in the lore, or in their lore. Have yet to really hear back. But anyway. And thirdly, the direct competition from House of the Dragons, he concluded. Even like pre-seed and post-seed, I'm guessing pre-scene and post-scene, I don't know, of the show's airing, it started earlier and it's ending later, thus keeping the viewers conscious for a longer period of time. Though it may be years before Gore's speculation is outright confirmed or denied, the damningly low audience scores currently held by the series on review aggregate sites Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes make it clear that something needs to be done should Amazon hope to justify their $1 billion Lord of the Rings investment. As of writing, and as of this video, the Rings of Power currently holds a collective 2.5 out of 10 rating across 2,422 of the former outlet. Yikes, man. While on the latter, 35,548 fans have left the series with a scathing 39% rotten average. Clearly, even without delving into the massive waves of discourse surrounding the honoring of Tolkien's work, or the cast and crew's insulting the author's fans, the series has failed to land with viewers. And while some may feel justified in pointing out its perspective, 71 out of 100 and 85% fresh rating from critics, these numbers are provably suspect thanks to Amazon studio boss Jennifer Selk's own admission that they were censoring reviews from critics who had point of views that we wouldn't support. That's in quotes. Which suggest an obvious slant in the sentiments communicated by those reviews which were actually published. Further, Amazon attempted to slant public perception of the series in their favor. The fact that Rings of Power still holds such a terribly low audience score speaks volumes to just how little audiences truly enjoyed this slogging ride. The entire embarrassing first season of Amazon's Rings of Power is now streaming on Prime Video. Not only that, folks, but they even admitted they didn't have the rights to the source material, the Silmarillion. They even claimed and stated, we're going to label this a success, even if it isn't, despite what viewers say, because we have to. This show is not a success. I will not watch this show. I will, however, continue to cover the controversies surrounding this show. I owe it to my promise to Tolkien's memory that to not watch a full episode of this show. And honestly, I can live with that. I have seen clips here and there, and they have only reinforced my belief and my conviction to keep that promise. The show looks terrible. The cast and crew have come out constantly bashing fans as racist, as bigoted, as, oh, we know better than you, and we also know better than Tolkien. We're going to tell the story that Tolkien could never tell. Yeah. Anyway, folks, that is the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of all of this? Do you think that heads are rolling? Do you think that people should be fired? Do you think that Amazon is actually taking the fans seriously in the background, even though publicly they keep on decrying fans? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.